If you're in the short-term rental game, in the vacation property short-term rental game, in other words, if you have a cottage or any type of vacation property and you're doing Airbnb or any of those platforms, you are seeing a drastic decline in bookings right now. It's the time we're in. It's the economy. You're seeing your bookings go down, you're seeing your revenue go down, and it's really freaking you out right now. If I just pegged it with you, if I just called you, then pay attention because I have a solution for you. One of the biggest challenges with the whole short-term rental space, and I'm not talking about the municipalities that are making rule changes and anything like that. I'm talking about you, the owner. One of the biggest challenges that most of you have that are out there right now doing short-term rentals is that you're depending on Airbnb and all of their organic traffic to do your bookings. If you go to any of the Airbnb coaches that are out there today, they're all going to tell you the same thing. Make your cottage pretty, and they're going to show you how to circumvent Airbnb's algorithm so you can get into the top spot. And they're going to tell you, get into the top spot, start doing bookings, then eventually you'll be a super host, and Airbnb will show your property to more people. Just make it look nice, and everything is going to work out. Well, friends, that doesn't cut it anymore. What I'm going to do in this video in a minute is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to actually show you an actual property that 6 months ago, I was in the same place as everybody. My property last year and for years, this cottage property was booking every freaking day, every freaking week. We were booking it out a week at a time. We were averaging $4,000 to $5,000 a week with this cottage. And then the recession hit and things started slowing down. But I just didn't rest on my laurels. First and foremost, one of the things that I do that very few people in the game do is I run Facebook ads to all of my bookings. And it doesn't take a lot. In fact, let me just share my screen here and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I guess the moral of the story is what I'm trying to tell you. There's two things I'm going to show you in this video. Number one, don't wait for traffic, create traffic. Number two, turn your cottage into a destination. So when people see it, they have to come to it. And that's what I'm going to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is traffic. So for those of you that don't know, this is a Facebook ad account. One of the reasons I think I'm a better real estate coach in the short-term rental space than anybody else that's out there is because I have a dual expertise. First, I've got short-term rentals figured out. Secondly, I'm a digital marketer and I've been running Facebook ads since 2014. I've literally spent over $6 million on Facebook ads. And this is an ad campaign that I'm running for one of my rentals. And you can see there's today's date. That's the date this video was recorded. And if you go down here, it says I've spent $13 so far today. I've had 11 people click on the link and come to my Airbnb page. It's cost me $1.25 for booking. Now this level here, in any Facebook advertising account, this is called your ad set manager, and you can run different types of ads from here and everything. But this is where you'll see I'm spending $30 a day. And what am I advertising? I'm advertising my property. And remember I said I'm going to show you two things. I'm going to show you how I drive traffic to my Airbnb listings and it blows them up. And secondly, I turned my cottages into destinations. And you should be looking at this ad with me right now. You can see what it says right up here. It says this mini Nordic spa property is the ultimate getaway location. If you're needing to take a break, rejuvenate, then this is what you've been waiting for. This property can sleep up to 7 people. The private bay is perfect all year round. Come experience the power of hydrotherapy. 20 minutes in the hot tub, 30 seconds in the cold plunge, and 30 minutes in the sauna. Has been proven to reset your entire body. You'll love it. Minimum 2-night stays gives you lots of time. So first thing, in my listing and in my whole strategy, I changed my minimum from 7 nights to 2 nights. And I figured if I could get people staying here for $500 a night for 2 nights, I could make more money actually. The second thing, if you look at the pictures, all my video is just pictures of the property. And if you look at the pictures, what are you noticing there? You guys seeing that right now? That's called a mini Nordic spa. This is a product that my company created and we sell. We literally sell the hot tub, the cold plunge, the sauna, and the designs. It's not cheap. It's $38,000 for the whole set. Sorry, $48,000 for the whole set. But you can add it to any cottage property and it's going to blow up your bookings. So when people see my cottages now, they're not looking at them like everybody else's and saying, oh yeah, that's nice, it's a cottage. No, they're seeing a Nordic spa. So they click on the Learn More button. Now, Facebook does not like sending people to Airbnb. They don't work well together. Your ads are going to get rejected. So I first send them to a really ugly little page on ClickFunnels. And it's kind of like an intermediary page, so Airbnb doesn't know the traffic's coming from Facebook, and it literally qualifies the people coming to the Airbnb page. So here, I show them what they're going to get at the property. I show them more pictures, some things, and then there's a little yellow button that says, click to see listings and details. And it brings them over to Airbnb. And this is the property, and this is where they can book their dates. Now, the big thing, the second part, so that's how I drive traffic here, and I'm going to show you something crazy in a second, but let me go back to the property. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. This is what I added. Before I made this major change, I had this beautiful fire pit, I had the cottage that you guys see, the dock, the deck, the summer. In the wintertime, we put an ice skating rink there. And literally during the pandemic and when things were hot, I rented this cottage for $800 to $900 a night, and I'd get $5 to $6 grand a week, and it was full 70% of the year. Then things started slowing down. I'm not like 95% of Airbnb hosts who just sit there and whine and complain and just suck it up and deal with it. Nah, I needed to make a major change. So I started looking at the trends that were happening. What are people spending money on? And you know what I found? Hydrotherapy. It's unbelievable. Hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy is using those 3 steps: hot, cold, hot. And it resets the body. It reduces inflammation in the body. It does all kinds of amazing things. So I had this big, beautiful mini Nordic spa built, and I set it up so that it literally in the wintertime, somebody could be in the hot tub and they can stare at the fire. You walk right off of the fire pit. It's flush with air, and a set of stairs goes down right into the cottage. And we even, let me go inside the cottage here. I can show you this picture. I think it's here somewhere. If I didn't put it up, I got to put it up. I have some pictures. We got white robes, like spa quality robes made that say mini Nordic spa on it. And it's freaking crazy what's going on. Now, I wanted to show you this video, but what I gotta tell you is I only started running the ads because we just got this installed and finished installing it about a month ago. So I only started running the ads on July the 31st or July the 1st. I took this property off of Airbnb, so I closed down the listing for 6 months while I put the mini Nordic spa in. And you can see this is the 21st of July, so in 3 weeks, I've spent $600. Now, let me take you into my Airbnb account. So you guys all know what Airbnb accounts look like because you're all hosts. Here we go. We're gonna pop right in here. We're gonna go switch to hosting, and then we're gonna show the reservations. So we're talking just in the last 3 weeks. These are all new listings. Now you'll notice it's all shorter times, but check this out. 1,300 and 2,000, 3,300, 4,700, right? 500, 4,800. 2,000 more is 6,800. 1,500 more, 7,800, and 5,000 is 78. 88, 9,300, and 1,700. So $10,500. It's right there. And that's just starting. That's in the first 3 weeks. This property literally cost me all in about, let me go back here and bring it up for you, $5,000. So that's just what I booked. And if you think about it, average stays are now 3 nights. They're paying for the cleaning. I'm making the money. Average stays are about 3 nights, but I'm doing it for $400. It's 3 nights is 500, 4 nights, it goes down. It's descending a bit. The bottom line is, if I get 3 night bookings, 10 bookings in a month, and I average $1,800 per booking, that's $18,000. This place cost me just under 7 grand. That's 10 grand net a month, net income. Anyway, let me go back to this. If you're in the short-term rental game, if you've got a cottage, or if you're trying to get into the cottages, or you got a cottage that's not renting well, I have a full training where I explain exactly how I do this. And in addition to that, I'll show you how I've acquired 17 cottages in the last 2 years with not spending a dime of my own money. I go out and find undervalued cottages. I raise all the money from investors to buy the cottage. I do all the renovations. I borrow the money to do the renovations. I double the value. I get a new first mortgage, give all their money back, and then I employ this strategy. List the property on Airbnb, spend $30 a day on a Facebook ad, and your cottage rentals will blow up. Plain and simple. If you want to learn more about this strategy, then somewhere around this video is the link to an online web class where I walk you through the entire strategy. I even slow down and show you exactly how to set up the Facebook ads, and I'll even show you how to get your own mini Nordic spa installed on any cottage property. So check out that link, join me in the web class, and I hope you found this valuable.